Okay, guys, so this is the Montessori performance box that you can introduce to your infant at about 6 months old. I am going to be reproducing it like do it yourself kind of thing. Usually, we recommend a shoebox for this. But I don't have a shoebox, and so I'm like, okay, let's use the gift box that I have in the house. More so, the gift box is very hard, strong, wide enough, and I'm like, oh, good, perfect, nice game. My daughter, her presence was so she was actually very everywhere and disturbing, but I just had to do it because at this point I felt like this is what she would need. So yeah, do you notice that every time you leave your room, your 6 months old or thereabouts, starts feeling distressed, like works their self out? So they call it the separation anxiety. Cora has not exactly started, showing me that sign of separation anxiety because even when I leave her, she still plays on her own. So it's said that from 8 months exactly, about 8 months. Babies might show it earlier, while babies might show it a little later. They begin to have this separation anxiety, whereby when you leave the room, they probably think you've gone forever and they can't be all by themselves. So they start getting scared, right? In my coming video, I'm going to be sharing with you 4 peekaboo games you can play. Of course, we recommend peekaboo so that your baby can be able to understand that when something is out of sight, it doesn't necessarily mean that it is completely away. Yeah, and that's the reason why we recommend peekaboo game. It helps cognitive development as well. I'm going to be sharing that video with you after this, so you want to subscribe to this YouTube channel and turn on the notification bell so that you would not miss out on that video. Is your baby now dropping things from their high chair and watching you put it back over and over again? I remember when my daughter started doing this shit. I'm like, are you doing this on purpose to stress me out or what? Anyways, I don't know if they have they also started putting smaller items into bigger ones? So if your answer is yes, this game is for them. It means that your little one is cognitively ready to learn about object performance, that things continue to exist even after disappearing from sight. This is a very important milestone in a baby's development, and the Montessori object performance box is just the right material to help with it. It was Jan Piaget, a Swiss psychologist who came up with the theory of cognitive development for babies. According to him, object performance is a significant milestone in order for a few months old child to understand that object keeps existing even after we cannot see, hear, feel, or even sense it in any other way. Babies need to have a mental picture of the object, and to achieve this, they use all their senses and need concrete real life experience with the item. In order to be able to do this seemingly simple but really very complicated activity, babies need a lot of work. They need concentration, observation, body control, precise movement, hand-eye coordination, logical thinking, just to name a few. Understanding object performance is one of those baby milestones that, even though our society doesn't give as much value as speaking or working, it's such a huge impact. So, do you have a shoebox? Do you have a gift box? Let's get busy already. I'm sure you're already seeing the way I, tried as much as possible to start embarking on my project. Trust me, this doesn't take time. The only thing you need is a box, a shoe box, or a gift box. Of course, your baby probably at this stage has colored balls. Then what you need now is your sellotape, your paper tape, your glue gum. What else again do you need? A ruler, a pen, for marking. You need something that can create a circle. You need a pen, and that's about all. So in this particular box, you notice what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make a demarcation, and that's because I later realized that as big as this box is, it will help my balls to roll out. So once I cover it now, it's possible that I drop my ball inside a hole and it goes to a corner to stay instead of coming out. So I had to like, let's block it. Wisdom, that's wisdom, right? But truly, that's the reason why a shoebox is most preferable, because it's slimmer and the balls can come out without obstruction. But again, I had to do what I had to do. I don't have a shoebox. All right. So I feel like this is a very, very, very non-complicated step. Well, except you want to buy, you want to go shop for it on Amazon, no problem. But we want to do it ourselves. Like, it was fun doing it. Again, my daughter was all over the place, but thank God she probably left me at this point, because I was so scared. I was using a sharp object like scissors, and I do not want any accident whatsoever. Hey guys, this is already like the end of the video. I mean, the end of the creation of this video, because once I put that last loop now, that's final. I'm sure this was very easy to understand. I didn't need to have to start explaining what I did, because again, I suspect that you understand. Does your baby have this game? Do they play this game? Or your babies, have they started dropping things anyhow? Have they started watching you closely? This is them trying to develop their cognitive skill. You can help them. Just help them by, actively engaging them with this particular cognitive game. If you love this video, do give it a thumbs up. You had better save it for later, just in case you feel your child is not up to age yet. You can save it for later. Share to new moms, share to moms with infants. I'm sure they would appreciate you for this. Again, I totally love it. I'm going to be sharing a video after this. There's currently a playlist on my channel. It's called Grow with Cora. There you can see all the activities I've played with my daughter so far. She's 8 months old currently, and that was when we introduced this game. We introduced every other game that you would see in that playlist. I think I'll drop the playlist, yes, at the end of this video. I'll also drop it in the description box, so you want to check it out. Your baby needs to play this game. Whoops, it was interesting. You definitely see how she played this game in the video I'll be uploading very soon.